Hello everybody, and welcome to the Wicked Witch demonstration. This is when you become a witch. I will also have the showing where the person to teach you this is and or the flavor text that's involved, which is honestly hilarious. Each one of them has some sort of thing of what you would like to do to Devon. But anyway, the Wicked Witch, also known as the Witch class. Just plain witch. You learn hexes, like this is 280 HP for one enemy, doesn't seem too good, and then you learn Ritual Chant, which is 300 HP for one enemy, costs 35 MP. Bale Whip Spell, 420 HP, one enemy. And you get into Life Steal, 988 HP, absorb one enemy. And then you get the Spirit Blade Spell, 1780 HP, one enemy. You will keep learning spells, by the way, till this is filled up. Apparently I'm not the level required for that, but I am a level required enough to start giving out tips and tricks for this particular class. Now we're going to be going over each of them, and hopefully not glitching the game out, because that would suck. So, first spell. Oops. First spell. Also, they will always be in level 4. Spirit Bullet. Doesn't really do very much damage, to be honest, and I don't actually find it very worth it. The mana, especially when you're in the beginning of the game. Curse. I believe that actually does curse them so that it's easier to... It doesn't say that in the description, but that is what it does. That curses... Yeah, cast hex on one creature. Okay, it does say that. And curses are very strong in this game because they will decrease the enemy's defense. And that's Bale Whip. Bale Whip doesn't really do much. It's more of a physical attack than anything, I think. And it can be outclassed later on. That's Bale Whip. Now we're going to try Vamp Blade. It's one of the few lifesteal techniques in this game. But as you can see, the enemy didn't have very much HP, so we didn't really suck anything out, and then we got immediately hit, so... And finally, for this level, Spirit Blade. Deals the most damage for our level right now, which I believe is 44. Now, the Witch will learn spells in correlation with this, but they will learn Lifesteal, they will learn Curses, and whatever. This is the current page we're at. Now, I will probably off-screen, because we're kind of getting into the late game here, I will off-screen level a wielder character so that we can actually see the full list, because I was walking around for a while and I didn't level anymore, so this is probably the max amount of spells I can hold currently. So because of that, I'm gonna off-screen. Also, we get a weapon for every class we choose. This one gets poison. Not worth it. In my opinion, unless you really like lifesteal and curses and all that, which I don't really think work on bosses, you're in a rough time if you pick this without knowing that there's other classes. But I'll see you guys in a jiffy, because the next part is going to be the Earth class. I'll see you there. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Earth wizard demonstration. Now, I was kind of underwhelmed at first because the spellbook for this one is kind of weak looking, and not to mention the staff is kind of generic, where the other one was actually twisted and really cool. The difference between Earth Mages and Witches is they're slightly tankier. As you can see, it upgrades her defense by a little bit, but she doesn't have a special effect for her weapon, and the power is a little higher. First things first, for spells, we got Bear Trap, which is a trap spell. I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to work, but Power Pit, which is an all-enemy spell. You notice it immediately spikes for the magic cost. Like, it's a lot. Earth Fist spell. 880 HP, one enemy. Then we get into Shockwave, which is 1102 HP. And then we get into this spell, which is Impale, which is 2000 HP for one enemy. And honestly does not cost as much as it should for that much damage, but it seems as though Earth Mages are mostly on raw damage and rare single target abilities. They're mostly multi-target. So that's trap. It seems to hold them in place, which could be good. It seems like the spells are more meant for fighting out in the open anyway. So that's a spell that will attack all enemies. It's a pretty low, meager amount of HP. Let's go over here for a bit. And now we're gonna try Earth Fist, which is basically the same ability they've been using on us. This would be great if you liked a playstyle where you did just straight damage, you didn't really do anything for stuff. Shockwave. Type class 48. At that rate, I might actually learn another spell accidentally while I'm doing this. Finally, the last one, Impale. Which is the same basic abilities as these guys have. You go by looking at all the abilities they have. Then that's that. There's not really much to say about the Earth Mages other than the fact that they're just straight damage. They don't really do anything else, and they're more spread damage than single target, it seems. So that's the thing. It's not really your playstyle if you like inflicting damage that's either status effect or generally a good amount of damage. I'd say this is average for all the spells that are damage related. And we'll get to that in a minute. So for that is Earth Magic. See you guys for Enchantress. Or not Enchantress, what am I saying? Priestess. You guys Hello everybody and welcome to the Priestess demonstration. Now Priestesses, they're kind of I wasn't as impressed with them as I am unimpressed, especially since their shield is the same as the Earth Mages, but the Staff of Healing. 50 attack, not great. Defense 30, okay. Special is 10 HP per use. Now this is okay, but if it's 10 HP per use of using it, and you can only switch back to her turns once, 1 out of 4 times, then it's not great. And now we have spells. Create food spell. 30 MP for 1 loaf of bread. It's garbage. For some reason, this class is worse than I thought it was. Healing Ultivis. 150 HP for 1 friend. 40 MP. Now this is a really good magic spell, but 48 MP to heal only that much, when you can just use 100 gold out of the many thousands that we've been able to get because of all the diamonds, does not make this class worth it, in my opinion. Especially when a max heal is only 100 gold and you can get so much of that now, it's ridiculous. Light Blade spell. 500 HP, silent spellcasters, 1 enemy. Exorcism, 820 HP, 1 enemy. 1842 HP, numb all enemies. Now, we're starting to get into why I originally thought that this class was worth it, but now that we're actually trying it out, I'm not convinced. Light Blade spell only does that much damage. In comparison to everybody else at the current moment, it doesn't seem too worth getting when there's 2 better options down the road that have more stable skill lines. Now we gotta go back in and out because the enemies didn't spawn. Now we've got another ability. Exorcism. Now I could be wrong, but I feel like that's supposed to be an instant kill. It is not. In fact, the spells for the Priestess are kind of so average with everyone else's that it doesn't really... And that's the last spell. Like, as you can see, it's pretty average. It's kind of like a poor man's healer in a way. Like, it's not great. As you can see, you probably use the most magic for the least amount of output and the least amount of, like, actual good stuff. I mean, the Earth Mage was stronger and Honestly, I'd suggest that over your first spell being Make Bread. Bread, which is the least helpful healing item in this friggin' game. Like, are you serious? I didn't even know this was a thing. I've forgotten. That's actually terrible. You never make that if your first spell is the worst healing item in the game. It's not great. Not to mention 25 HP, and then the upgrade to that is 150. When look at her HP. Look at his HP. Look at his HP. Gets immediately outclassed by the Aquafolium as soon as you level that spell. But anyway, that is the priestess. See you guys in a moment for Enchantress. You're thinking, Enchantress? That's the last one to level. Actually, the one I'm picking is not that, so I'm going to show that last. See you guys then. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Enchantress demonstration, also known as the Sorceress. I'm going to ignore that typo for now. As you know, you see, you can do the love spells, which is kind of weird because it doesn't, you can't really use love spells, but okay. As you can see, it's 150 attack, 30 defense, its special is none. It's a little bit better than the Earth Magic. As you can see, I only learned 3 spells out of the level requirement for this class because it's a very high level class. Almost died fighting it, which you will see at the end of the video when I show all the flavor text for beating each enemy, which they also actually changed it. I don't know if you have to complete a different thing first before you do it, because I've always done that first, but we'll get to that in a minute. Astral Rip, 908 damage, 1 enemy. Cocoon, 1048, 481 damage, 1 enemy. Entangle, 2521 HP, all enemies. As you noticed, the MP cost is getting really high. First one, Astral Rip. First spell. Pretty average damage, but the next spells after that is when you start to get into this more serious damage. These classes at the end of the game, by the way, will level way higher than any of the others. They'll have the highest spells, and I believe that the Sorceress has the highest healing rate in the game. So it outclasses the Priestess. And just in case you're aware. Or not aware. But that is a demonstration of what you can expect from Enchantress. Unfortunately, I was not the level to get this, but you can just about get the gist of the idea. It's very attack heavy. In fact, I'm not sure if this particular thing learns anything support-wise, but I'll see you guys in the next episode after you see all the flavor texts. And we will be getting my class that I'm going to be picking. And the reasons why I'll pick that will be in that episode. See you guys then. Feel the magic of which would seep into your bones. Suddenly you have an intense desire to dig up graves and fix Devon. Feel the magic of the earth seep into your bones. Suddenly you have an intense desire to bury the dwarven mines with a power display of earth magic. Feel the wonder of the goddess coursing in your veins. Now you have an intense desire to grovel on the ground and heal something.